everybody. I am Stacy Brown. I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager for City of Woodstock, and I'm here today representing Visit Woodstock GA, our destination marketing organization. And we're in downtown Woodstock at Real Seafood. I'm with Chef David Silverman, and today we're going to be making paella, and he's going to be showing you how to make it at home. David, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Welcome everybody. We are making a European Spanish rice dish, very hearty, full of a lot of proteins, a lot of flavor, a lot of spices, seasonings, saffron goes in it. But we're making paella today. The cook time and the length of making paella really is about cooking the rice. So today we've kind of cooked the rice ahead of time in order to be able to produce it in the amount of time we have. But outside of that, it's just like I said, a very hearty rice dish full of a lot of proteins, a lot of flavor, vegetables, and whatnot. So we're going to start with all of our product here, and we want to start with a medium heated saute pan. Okay. A little bit of oil.
So you heat it up before you put the oil in?
Yeah, it's safe. I mean, one of the chef's secrets to food not sticking in a pan is a hot pan and cold oil. You start with a hot pan, cold oil, and pretty much you can cook anything in a pan, and it's not going to stick. So we start with our proteins. Of course, we have raw chicken, so we want to kind of get that going just a few seconds early.
Okay.
Let that kind of start to kind of brown a little bit. So you kind of cook things evenly. You can use the tongs here if you'd like.
Good. I don't know that I've got the quick of the wrist like you do to separate all that chicken.
Yeah, it's taken me years, you know.
How long has Real been open on Main Street?
Real's been open 6 years, May 1st. Coming up on our 6-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, it's been a great 6 years. Great being in this neighborhood. I had my eye on downtown Woodstock for a long time and kind of watched it become what it is and watched it grow and just kind of really it was a place I really wanted to set up shop in. So yeah, it's 6 years and it's gone very well. The neighborhood has embraced us.
Yes.
We've made a lot of friends here, a lot of regulars, a lot of people who really are about supporting us. And one thing about what's going on right now is a lot of our friends have kind of come through for us. A lot of regulars, a lot of our close, knit customers, guests, have made it a point to really come in here. I mean, from buying gift cards to buying food for other people to seeing them a couple times a week for their to-go food. So I mean, our friends and our neighbors and the community, downtown Woodstock has really embraced us and really helped us get through this. To be honest with you, I mean, our business model has had to change a little bit.
Okay.
Of course, our staffing levels are nowhere near what they were. We're trying to keep as many people as we can in work. But it's also, we're going to touch up the place. We're going to do some painting and do some other stuff and really just kind of hopefully reopen with kind of people seeing that, a little fresh look, a little shiny walls and whatnot. But really
family operation right now, right?
Big time. I'm putting my kids to work and anyone who wants to staff-wise come in and help out with it is also encouraged to.
That's fantastic.
Let me take a break here with that. We're going to start adding our other proteins. We're going to add our shrimp. We're going to add our sausage. And for this, we're using an andouille sausage.
Okay.
Traditionally on my menu, when we do prep it, we use Spanish chorizo, which has a little bit more flavor. Go ahead and put our vegetables in there. We have tomatoes, we have peppers, we have peas, which I'm using edamame, but our traditional Spanish paella is English peas.
Okay.
Sweet peas. So my version of it has me using edamame for it. It's something I get a lot of use of in the restaurant. I have some other dishes that work with it.
People love edamame.
So I use it. It also gives it a little more texture and a little more crunch, whereas an English pea kind of can be a little too soft and kind of overdone in your mouth. Yep. Edamame.
Pepper.
Yep. Tomatoes, peppers.
That's a good amount of tomatoes. So I'm excited about that.
We also do a little. Now we have our protein. So I believe in seasoned food in stages.
Okay.
When you're cooking hard product, when you're cooking vegetables and proteins, I believe in seasoning those. And then when you put your liquids in, I believe in seasoning those. So we kind of build these flavors
Did you just do salt, or did you do
salt and pepper. And then we also have our house spice, which is just a mix of a lot of seasonings.
That makes me excited that I got real. The house spice.
Yeah,
y'all do have a great flavor to so many of your dishes.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean,
I
am definitely about flavors and textures, and I mean really. Yep. Yep. You can use that. Just use it sparingly.
I love bringing folks here for brunch on Sundays. Y'all have got a great
brunch.
brunch.
That's one thing about this situation is, well, I mean, we definitely miss doing brunch.
I know I'm not alone, and like that's one of the first things I want to do after this.
Yep.
When we're free.
I want to I look forward, my time away from the restaurant, I really enjoy dining and going out and trying other things around here. I've definitely taken advantage of some of the to-go food around here for myself. But I mean, I love the dining room experience. I love going out and dining. I love being in a dining room and being taken care of.
I feel like
and being and a lot of us in hospitality do. I mean, we kind of go out and we kind of critique a little and kind of see what everyone else is doing. And in the process, we're kind of judging and looking and seeing what other flavors are out there. You also get a little bit of inspiration, or you look at someone else's restaurant, you look at maybe some decorated things that they're doing, and certainly you look at the food and the different flavors that other chefs are doing, and that kind of inspires you. You know what I mean? And right now, I mean, it's as hard as this is right now, it's something that, I mean, obviously, I think that we're going to get through this, and I think it's going to grow. I think that people are going to go out very aggressively to restaurants and retail, and I think we miss this. We miss going out. We miss being entertained. We miss dining. We miss the energy of a good restaurant. We miss the energy of a nice bar, a good crowd.
Downtown, the servers and the bartenders are our friends. We're missing the time with our friends.
Absolutely. So we're going to put a little bit of liquid in here.
Okay.
We use saffron in this dish. So one thing is you want to steep that saffron and get that color out of it.
Will you put some of that in mine?
So you put some of the chicken stock here.
Okay.
I'm using chicken stock, and it's very little because you don't really want a wet dish as far as the rice goes, but you put enough in there so it doesn't so that rice doesn't come out dry.
Okay.
And then we're going to put some of that saffron in there, and you want to get that saffron in the liquid, where it kind of steeps and it kind of gets that color out. You'll see
I can see it.
You'll see some yellowing being produced.
Yum.
So you want to kind of get that saffron to bleed out a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
turn that up, and then of course we're going to add traditional paella. Also on my menu, and during the when we're not limited with the products we can bring in, we use clams on the half shell.
Ooh.
These are actually clam strips, which I can't get whole clams right now.
Okay.
So we're actually using the clam strips. So you're going to put your clam strips in, which cook very fast.
Okay.
You're going to put your saffron in there. You're going to put your cilantro.
I love cilantro.
And then just give it a quick toss to spread those clam strips out. We're going to pour our rice in there and mix that in there as well.
Oh, yum.
And you can see all that heartiness and all that flavor in there. Spread those clam strips out a little so they don't cook in clumps.
All right,
and then
the rice.
Got all your flavors in there. You got your cilantro. You have your seasoning. And paella gets baked in the oven.
Oh.
So we're going to go under the oven for, probably around 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes to kind of let those flavors all kind of bake together.
Wow.
Just a quick toss and go in the oven with it.
Okay. David, there's something in here.
You're finding this one?
Awesome.
And then we kind of let that bake for a little bit, about 10 minutes.
So are you using your full normal menu? Have you had to change your menu?
We've had to edit our menu pretty much daily, if not every other couple days.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because, I mean, there's a lot of boats not producing a lot, bringing in a lot of product. I mean, fresh fish has been a challenge, but there are things. Actually, about part of last week, I was able to start getting tuna in, a little bit of flounder.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the amounts we're buying small grocery store amounts.
Right.
But the fish variety has widened a little bit, and as it comes available, I want to offer it. I mean, I know people want to change from you know, the everyday, and we're seeing people 2-3 times a week. So, you know, I really want to keep things kind of spread out and a little bit, offer them a little bit of variety. So, tuna, flounder.
You said your website, which is that realseafood.com?
Yeah, www.real-seafood.com.
Okay.
And we're also on the platforms with Grubhub and DoorDash. And of course, we take a lot of phone calls here. We have people man the phones and you know, a lot of walk-in business. A lot of people just kind of walking on the street and asking if sticking their head in and asking if they can order to go.
Well, that's because there's a lot of residents in the downtown area. You know, people have expressed concern that people were out walking, but they got to think we've got thousands of people that live right here within a few blocks.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's convenient.
So
you set up in this neighborhood, one, because it's convenient. You know, I mean, you have everything around you. You have choices all over the place at your fingertips, and I mean, you walk downstairs for a little walk with the dog, and you've got choices, and you can pick up different flavors from all over the town. So, I mean, it's a great community to be in, and you know, like I said, we've had to kind of change the way we do things. As far as, you know, obviously we're not going to be doing these big Friday and Saturday night type, you know, volume, but at the same time, we still have to make sure that the food quality, the timing is right. We don't want people waiting crazy amounts of time, and you know, when you're eating food out of a to-go box, I mean, you have a time to maintain that integrity of the food before it's that you know, that cliche eating out of a box type thing. So, you know,
I've noticed this week, like I parked right up front today, but I've noticed that there's ample parking places for carry out, which is not normal for Main Street.
There is, and with
also
that,
got the new streetscape right here next to you.
Yep.
So a lot more on-street parking.
It's been very convenient for that, but also people can also call in when they're here, and we can run the food out to them. We've done a lot of that. We've done a lot of curbside. People who don't want to get out of their cars, they call ahead, they make their payment over the phone, and we've done several deliveries. I mean, we'll do deliveries within, you know, a reasonable 5-minute, 10-minute in the area.
Right.
But also the curbside has been, you know, very popular. People want to just come by. They've already established their payment, and we'll run it out to you. I mean, they call, they let us know they're here, or when they call ahead, they let us know I'm going to be in a, you know, whatever kind of car they're going to be pulling up in, and we kind of look out for that. So we've had to kind of expand, you know, our access a little bit. And we've done a lot of things. I mean, you mentioned my kids earlier. They make some deliveries. You know, I know there's a lot of people that don't want to leave the house, and you know, so absolutely, we've kind of just catered to anyone, you know, whatever the mood you're in. If you're up to getting out of the house and venturing out a little bit, we're here. If you want to stay at home, we have the means to get food to you.
You've got a very nice big dining room that people can keep their distance while they're waiting for their to-go orders too.
Absolutely,
so.
Yeah. And we've stressed that. I mean, keeping people, you know, keeping the social distance, you know, thing going, and you know, making it convenient for people. You know, I mean, I know there's a lot of concerns, and a lot of people are hesitant to, you know, you don't know who's around you, you don't know what someone else came in contact with. So I mean, I understand that people are going to be a little hesitant to get out there and you know, be close in proximity to other people. So we've created an environment to where we understand that, and try to set people's mind at ease with being able to go out and still get fed, and still, you know, still enjoy culinarily what's available out there, you know. So I mean, it's we've all had to change. We're all in this together. It's not. I stomach this more and better because I know that it's not just me. It's everybody. We're all in the same boat. We're all going through the same hardships. We all have the same staffing concerns as far as keeping our people employed and making sure that they can still function and take care of their family. Trying to feed as many people as we can, and you know, doing it in a manner that makes people feel safe and comfortable. So it's going
great.
as considering the times, it actually is going well. considering what we're all going through, and we're all dealing with the same problems.
That's good to hear.
Yep.
Awesome. So
Yep,
how long does paella stay in the oven?
Paella probably got another about 3-4 minutes.
Awesome.
And then you're going to see all that steam and all those flavors cooking together, the clams, the sausage, the shrimp, the tomatoes are stewing in there.
Oh, I can't wait.
And then we're gonna eat. I mean, it's
Ready that.
it's a very hearty, very full of protein. I mean, it's really a dish that's really has a little bit of everything in it. And it's kind of one of those fill you up kind of plates.
It's a comfort food dish.
Very very comfort. Yeah. And I'm a rice guy. I mean, anyone that knows any of my menus over the years will know that I love rice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always going to see different variations of rice, whether it's risotto, which I do a good bit of, or a good jasmine rice, which I have. Also the yellow confetti rice I do, and of course the paella. So I mean, I one of my favorite starches is rice. So I mean, I do rice dishes in different variations and different styles. So you're always going to see some rice presents on my menu. So, but yeah, it's
people love your shrimp and grits though. You have a really good shrimp and grits.
We've that's probably been our home run as far as what the go-to dish for a lot of people. We do it at a lot of events.
Yes.
And people, I mean,
I think that's where I had it first. Was it Taste of
It is
Woodstock?
probably my best-selling item. I mean, it's not one of the fish, but outside of fish, it's shrimp and grits is probably our best-selling menu item.
I love
and it's easy to build. It's also a great to-go item. It's not.
It is a really
it's
good to-go item.
Where some fish you have kind of a window to eat it in, to where you still kind of enjoy it, and it doesn't dry out. It doesn't get all soft and mushy, But with shrimp and grits, I mean, it's one of those things that you can. It heats up well in a microwave. If you don't get to it all, it does reheat well, and it's the integrity of the dish stays intact longer than probably most of my menu items eating out of a to-go box. So
you really crushed it a couple years ago with our burger competition. Are you selling a lot of burgers to go?
We do, surprisingly. The short rib and brisket burger, people love it. We do it at brunch. We do it on the menu throughout the week. But yeah, the burger sells surprisingly well compared to what the concept is. But yeah, the short rib and brisket ground burger is definitely a popular item.
That sounds good.
And
Do you
it's
still put
nice.
a fried egg on it?
We do put a fried egg on it. Yep.
That's
and
awesome.
There's a lot of folks when I was building this restaurant that would come in and meet us while we were doing construction, and would stress, well, we have friends, we love seafood, but we have an aunt who doesn't, or we have my wife doesn't, or something. So as I heard this over time, I really knew the importance to really expand our access to the neighborhood and the neighbors. I kind of knew that we would have to expand on the seafood concept a little bit.
Yeah.
So putting some of the other items on. I have a good organic poultry program. I have a prime steak program where we do aged prime beef. I also have the tortilla chicken. And then, of course, the burger and the chicken sandwich and some of the things that we do that aren't seafood.
Right.
So for folks who are thinking, oh, it's just fish, I don't eat fish, I don't eat seafood, we do. I mean, and I look at everything in my kitchen, everything I put on a plate with the same attention I put into my fish. I mean, it's about the product, it's quality, it's where it comes from, it's how it's taken care of, the aging, how it's treated, how the fish is iced down, how we cook it in a pan, how we season it, to how we plate it up. So I mean, a lot of emphasis goes into the quality of everything, and it's not just about the fish, it's not just seafood. We do a lot of different things. My concept is a seafood concept, but this day and age, you've got to appeal to everybody. Everybody has allergies and dislikes and things.
You know about me,
Yep.
I don't eat gluten,
Yep.
and if I do, it causes a bad headache, and I trust
Yep.
this place and come in and have not had a problem here. And you even know I used to be vegan.
Yep.
And this is somewhere that people would ask me about, and I'd say, no, go to Real. They've got plenty of sides, that
Yep.
they can do for you.
And the thing about it is, any of our menu items, with the exception of a couple starches that are pre-made with things in them, can be tweaked. I mean, we can accommodate gluten-free. We can accommodate all your allergies. And we're meticulous. When you let us know, you let your server know, when you let us know that you have an allergy, we take extra attention to make sure that there's no cross-contamination with your allergens. And we really do accommodate. I mean, I get a lot of people that want gluten-free stuff, and they stay away from like my crab cake, my chowder, my cream sauces. But I will tell you that all those things are made gluten-free. I use a rice flour roux in my cream sauce. I use a rice flour roux in my chowder.
I had no idea.
Yes, my crab cake has no breadcrumb or gluten-related products in it.
Wow.
So really, there's a lot of some of the things that we prepare like this. It is with keeping in mind that we want to broaden it. The non-gluten folks, the people who have the allergies to gluten, it accommodates them, but also the people who don't, they don't miss it.
Yeah.
It's still a great chowder. It's still thickened up correctly. The crab cake is still hearty and full of crab. So it's just one of those things where when you can do something to accommodate everybody and to broaden who you're cooking for, I mean, it works. And we can accommodate your gluten-free. We can accommodate all your allergies and really everything. I'm vegan. I mean, it's a protein and vegetable-driven menu. So we can always create something for the vegan diet. We can always accommodate the vegetarians and everything. So I mean, don't let the idea that, you know, a lot of people kind of don't want to be that person that goes into a restaurant and asks for things. I encourage that. I want you to come in and know what it is you know better than anybody, what you want, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, and for that reason, we're able to really accommodate everybody. Okay,
great.
We're going to pull this out here and serve it.
Yum.
There's just a couple tosses in here. We put that in the broiler just a few seconds.
Oh, wow.
Just a quick toss of things here. And then we're going to plate it up.
So the broiler just puts like a crust on the top?
Yeah, just kind of. I do. I mean, I'm a texture guy, so yeah, your rice has kind of been steaming in a moist environment for, you know, a good 10 minutes. So you kind of want to dry out that last little bit of steam coming out of there and really just make sure that you're not putting out a wet rice dish, you know?
That makes sense.
So I'll let you have yours there. And with the tongs, we're just going to stack it up here.
This smells amazing. That saffron.
And there you have paella.
Sweet. Need to change hands. Anything else you'd like to tell people, David?
What's that?
Is there anything else you'd like to say to Woodstock?
No, just, you know, not for this situation that's going on, I just want to tell everybody that we appreciate the love we've gotten and the support. I mean, a lot of people, and as we stated earlier, have really come through for us and been here to help us out, making their presence known, making it known that they still enjoy what we're putting on the plate. Just we're having to put it in a box right now, and just saying to the neighborhood, thank you very much. We're humbled by this experience. We appreciate what everyone's doing for us, and we hope to be able to welcome everybody back into the building and really celebrate and really enjoy the vibe and the energy that is Real Seafood. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, representing Karen as well, my family, our staff, thank you very much for all the support that we've gotten for not only this pandemic, but also for the 6 years that we've been open now. We really enjoyed it, and Woodstock has really treated us well, and just want to say thank you.
Thank you, David.
There you go. Yep.
Instead of a handshake. Thanks
I appreciate
for having
it.
us.
Thank y'all.